It's Tuesday, September the 10th, 6 o'clock. This is the zoning board of appeals meeting to determine whether the application submitted by Tiffany Rad, 72 Shore Road, is complete. She's submitting an administrative appeal, a relief from the decision or lack of decision of the code enforcement officer or the planning board in regard to an application for a permit. And the undersigned believes that the denial of the permit was based on a misinterpretation of the ordinance. This administrative appeal was submitted on the 27th of August. Well, it was actually received here at Town Hall on the 29th of August. It's dated the 27th. So the questions are, what are we appealing? Do we have the code enforcement officer's decision? Do we know what date that was? I don't know any of those things unless it's submitted here. So I don't have that. So I can't even tell if this is a timely application, since it has to be submitted within 30 days of the code enforcement officer's decision or denial of permit, whatever that is. So I need that. And if she's not here to provide that, then I'd say we need to inform her that we need that information so that we can figure out whether we can proceed or not. The Wyman Town zoning ordinance amended November 8th, 2022, chapter 9, paragraph 210, appeal procedure. Says that the agreed party shall specifically set forth the grounds for the appeal. I don't know what the grounds for the appeal are because I don't know what she's appealing. So I'd say that we kind of need some explanation there, specifically setting forth the grounds for the appeal. We need a list of property owners within 500 feet of the site involved, and apparently we're discussing the right-of-way between 61 and 63 Shore Road. So we need that list of property owners, including names, mailing addresses, and assessor's tax map and lot numbers. 3 complete sets of mailing labels with names and mailing addresses of each identified neighboring property owner with the application. And then I think we'd have a complete application. Questions? Comments?
Only that it would include the code enforcement officer's
Yeah, I think we need
decision and the ordinance that it is that was misinterpreted.
Very good. I like that. That would be good. Okay.
Well, don't we need all of these questions answered? Like,
Where were they all answered?
well, she's saying that there's a denial of the permit, and then she says,
Well, I was going to go start this out with an introduction of all of our board members here. I am Tom Larned, chair of the zoning board of appeals, Art Dumas, Kelly Stevens, and Bert.
Sabanic,
So,
however you like it.
Which way do you like it?
They always told me Sabanic.
They told you that. Oh, I say Sabanic, but okay,
That's
Sabanic.
fine, too.
All right, we'll do
I
Sabanic.
answered to either one.
What kind of nationality was of our ethnicity or whatever that is?
It might be Polish, but
Polish,
records
oh my
were
God.
lost in the war.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll give you that. All right, so any other questions or comments, things that we need that to determine whether this, I'm supposed to turn off my cell phone, by the way. And yeah, do we need anything else, Art?
well, I was looking at where it says, in addition, do the things on the back page only pertain to a variance? You don't need a sketch plan of property?
Yeah, that's under justification of a variance, and we're not doing a variance here. You see the paragraph up there?
Yeah. We don't need an explanation for what the misinterpretation of the ordinance was.
Well, yes, we definitely need that, because she's saying that the denial of permit was based on a misinterpretation of the ordinance. Well, I don't know which ordinance we're dealing with, first of all, and I don't know how the claim, and then I don't know when or how they were notified by the code enforcement officer of this denial of the permit, whatever permit it is they were looking for. So without any of that stuff, we've got a lot of questions, and that should all be here in this packet. So we have some clue about what we're here for. You agree?
I do.
Oh, good.
Page 37, paragraph C. The aggrieved party shall specifically set forth the grounds for the appeal.
Kelly,
I agree. We need more information.
do I hear an appropriate motion?
I motion that we vote on whether we have enough information. And we don't have
Second.
enough.
Second on the vote?
Second.
Okay, all those agreeing that we need more information here to consider this a complete application? Let's say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? So we have a unanimous decision. This is an incomplete application. We need more information, and then we can proceed with a public hearing. Okay?
Before you wrap up,
Uh-oh.
I know you guys don't meet very often. So it does say in the ordinance, because you're established by state law provisions, and state law says annually you have to elect a chair and a secretary. So I typed up like an agenda for tonight, if you want to take a look at it, if you guys want to go through that process of like who's going to be the secretary. and
Well,
who's
that's a good idea. Let's do that. We'll make Kelly the president. Oh, chair, yeah, that's right.
Well,
Okay.
we
that's
don't
good.
have the whole committee here, though.
We got four of us. We can still vote. There's only 7 members, so we win whatever we vote.
As long as it's unanimous, I guess.
That'll teach them not to be here. Well, yeah, we could do that. Lindsay, thanks. So we have terminated our other meeting. Do you wanna, you got that? Your agenda for the meeting for the
Yes,
night
so-
thing?
You see
Oh,
the packet in front of you?
is that what that is? What?
Not that one. I think Kelly knows.
Oh, that's in here. Committee member roll call thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I see that. I mean, I have to read this.
I was trying to be helpful.
First ZBA meeting of the fiscal year, I guess that would be this one. Determine a quorum is present. I think we have a quorum. Elect a chair. Do we have a motion? I move that Bert should be our new chair. That's, any second?
Are you willing to do it, Bert?
I'm inappropriate to the task.
Oh, God, come
I
on.
would say that's not true, but,
I mean, he's been secretary forever.
yeah, but you know, Tom, that I'm not interested in the job.
I knew that a long time ago. All right. Kelly though, she'd be a good candidate here.
I am not capable of doing that at this time.
You're
Sorry.
pretty busy.
I'm very
You got
busy.
multiple jobs going,
It's,
as opposed to retirees, you know. Bert.
I'm a trustee at the church.
Oh,
Building a house for my son.
Oh,
I'm
gosh.
we're preparing for his wedding. And
Okay.
I have a lot of excuses.
A lot of excuses, okay. Ken Burr could be our new chair. No?
I work for the town already,
Oh,
on a
dang.
volunteer basis. You get your flowers watered.
All right. So, any other?
Tom, you're a tough act to follow.
Oh, gosh. I could still continue to do it, I guess. One more year, but Bert, I'm gonna groom you up for next year.
I don't see how I could possibly obtain the education that the
Yeah.
social agility required to perform that task.
All right, so, I guess we need to vote. So let's vote for a new chair.
So I would nominate you, Tom.
All right, well, let's just have a vote. All those in favor of me. That's
Aye.
a free vote. I don't vote, but whatever. Okay, fine. I'll be the new chair for next year or this fiscal year. Vice chair. We need a vice chair. How about you could be the vice chair?
I try to limit my vice.
Well, we need a vice chair apparently. And
I
then we
feel
can
like I'm getting groomed for the hot
See,
seat.
there you go. That's it. Now we're talking. Vice chair, that sounds kind of important. More important than secretary, isn't it?
I know, I never wanted to be important.
Oh, gosh. All those in favor of voting for Bert for vice chair?
Well, I don't want to make you, I am not capable of doing it, but I don't want to make you,
Well, if he does vice chair, then we need a new secretary. I don't know. All that there is, we couldn't but put Steve Walker in. He's our newest alternate. And he's retired.
I think we should call a meeting of the whole board.
You want to come back in there and have another meeting of the whole board so we can decide this right now? I mean, really?
Is there such a thing? Have we ever had an entire
Well,
full
no.
seat?
No, but
I think we need to find, I mean, do we, I don't think we need, do we?
If we're going by state statute,
State
Jeanette had
statute.
recommended vice chair, but the statute says you have to elect from your members a chair and a secretary. So you can do without the vice if you want to.
So do we have
okay,
somebody
good.
willing to be secretary?
Mr. Secretary.
Yes, but
Yes.
that does not infer that I will be progressing in the ranks.
All right.
Thank you for
know,
that.
You need to be willing to accept the job, so.
I
He
assent
could
to
do
it,
it.
but like I say, that doesn't mean I'm going to be moving
Absolutely.
further.
I agree.
So all those in favor of Bert being continuing to be our secretary? Oh, that's excellent. That's unanimous, kind of like a vote almost.
As unanimous as we can get.
All right, so I will inform the rest of our members that we had voted on, and that if anybody really felt left out, we might be able to reconsider. All right?
Very good.
That sounds good.
They can definitely do the job next year.
Yeah, well,
Mhm,
definitely,
mhm.
exactly. You know, not next fiscal year. When's our fiscal year start?
July to June.
July, see, July, we can just have to wait till July. We can start over again.
June 30th and.
Yeah.
Well, July 1st beginning. Fiscal.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Okay, so I think that completes our committee business.
So briefly,
Any other questions, concerns, comments?
Can I ask a question?
Sure. It's pretty formal there, you know.
Well, that's why I'm raising my hand. Hi,
Now, we require people that are gonna ask a question to stand and identify themselves.
look,
What?
I'm Gloria Legere. I live at 61 Shore Road. And I had a question about the what you started off with and where you're gonna send the permit, the denial back. I just didn't know if there was a time frame.
We're gonna,
I'm not the one that applied I'm a party of interest. So I just want to know, does the board then set, they have 30 more days to respond? 'Cause this
once
is-
we have a completed application, which we're saying it's not complete at this point, then we have 30 days to establish it, you know, to come up with a public hearing date, within 30 days of completed application. So that's what we're looking for, is get all the information we need on that completed application, then we can set a public hearing for deciding either way on whatever the administrative appeal is, which we're not quite sure what being appealed.
Okay.
Okay,
Sounds good, thank you.
any other questions? All right. It's good. I think we can go then. Do you have a motion to adjourn?
I motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Well, that's a record. That's
It
a
is,
record.
isn't it?
Good job. Good job, team. I really do hate kind of dragging you all in for this.
No,
I really
this was
think
fun.